Young people today, as they have always done, are either in high school or in universities. And that is not a godly environment. That is not an environment where people talk about the Spirit of God openly. That is not an environment where people are preaching the Word of God. It's an environment that is contrary in many ways to the Word of God, to the will of God, and to the people of God. If you go to any educational system, it's the same everywhere. There's no difference. Around this time of the year, what's everybody celebrating? Halloween. They begin celebrating it. They decorate the schools with it. They have costume parties and contests. And so when you have a Christian young person, one of the first things that they find themselves with is the feeling of being excluded, not being included, because it is abnormal for the world for a young person to say, I don't celebrate these things. I have Jesus in my heart. The same way that it's abnormal for a young person to say, I don't want to drink. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to fall victim to the chains of the world. The same way that it's abnormal for a young lady to say, no, I don't want to have sex. I want to keep my virginity. Or a young man to say, no, I don't want to have sex. I want to keep my virginity. That is abnormal in the world that we live in today. And young people wake up every day and they have to confront this environment. And the reason that I say that we've outgrown it is because as adults, when we go to work, when we go to do our things every day, people don't openly talk about these things like they do in a school, like they do at a college, at a university. You don't walk into a professional setting and hear conversations about sex and things like that because you could get in trouble with human resources. But you walk into any classroom of any school and that's all they're talking about. And the young people don't have the maturity to stand on their own like us that are a little bit older have it. Because what has taught us that maturity is precisely having gone through the experiences that they are going through today.